Martin Romualdez will address the body.
Thank you. Thank you, my honorable colleagues. Distinguished deputy speakers, the majority leader, the minority leader, esteemed colleagues, honored guests, my fellow beloved Filipinos, today we assemble not merely to open another session of Congress, but to recommit ourselves to profound trust placed in us by the Filipino people. This chamber, the People's Chamber, stands as a testament to the enduring strength of democracy. Within these walls, we do not simply draft laws, we give life to the aspirations of a nation, and we shape the destiny of generations yet unborn. This gathering is a moment to reflect on our shared purpose, to serve as stewards of our nation's welfare, architects of its future, and guardians of its dignity. It is a reminder that leadership is not a privilege, but a responsibility, a sacred duty to act, to uplift, and to inspire. Leadership, as I see it, is not defined by the power we wield, but by the lives we change. It is measured not by the number of speeches delivered, but by the silent victories won in the hearts of our people. Victories of hope over despair, prosperity over poverty. In this chamber, our leadership must always be guided by a singular question: how does this serve the Filipino? Every law we pass, every debate we engage in, every budget we approve must answer this, for it is not in the pages of history, but in the lives of ordinary Filipinos that our legacy will be written and remembered. Last year, our nation weathered storms, yet remained resilient. While the final growth domestic product figures for 2024 are still awaited, early projections indicate a solid growth rate in the range of 5.9% to 6.5%, despite the challenges brought about by a series of typhoons and global economic uncertainties. This performance is a testament to the industriousness of every Filipino farmer, worker, and entrepreneur who continue to drive our economy forward. This growth is the fruit of visionary leadership under President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and his transformative Build Better, More infrastructure program, which injected over 1.2 trillion pesos into projects that now connect dreams to opportunities across the archipelago. Yet, let us be clear, numbers alone cannot define progress. Progress is meaningful only if it uplifts the lives of our people. Para saan ang pag-unlad kung hindi makikinabang ang ordinaryong Pilipino? While economic growth brought pride, inflation remained a challenge. And thanks to the decisive action, inflation eased to 4.9%, but the burden remains heavy for many families. Programs like Ayuda sa Kapos ang Kita program, AKAP, and Kadiwa ng Pangulo were launched not just as economic interventions, but expressions of our empathy. Governance, after all, must be both strategic and compassionate. Good governance demands transparency and accountability. This chamber is the vanguard of that principle. In the coming weeks, we will hold oversight hearings to ensure that people's money serves the people's needs. We will investigate the smuggling and hoarding that undermine our farmers and inflate food prices. We will probe 206 billion pesos in disallowed expenditures by the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, ensuring energy reforms that lower electricity costs. We will demand answers for the 11.18 billion pesos worth of expired medicines and underutilized PhilHealth funds, an affront to every Filipino who struggles for access to health care. And we will scrutinize the alleged misuse of confidential funds, for no peso must go unaccounted for. Let this be our promise. Public trust is sacred, and this House will never betray it. Sa mga umatake sa atin para tumigil tayo sa mga investigasyon, may mensahe tayo sa kanila. Itutuloy natin ang trabaho na inaatang sa atin ng mamamayan. Hindi tayo atras sa anumang laban para sa bayan. In 2024, the Chamber achieved an extraordinary milestone. 183 measures became laws. But true success lies not in the quantity of laws passed, but in their quality, how they change lives. Among these are measures that herald transformative change, the corporate recovery and tax incentives for enterprises to maximize opportunities for reinvigorating the economy, the Create More Act, which fosters investments and job creation. The Self-Reliant Defense Posture Act, strengthening our national security while creating skilled jobs. The Anti-Agricultural Economic Sabotage Act, targeting the scourge of smuggling and profiteering in agriculture. The Philippine Archipelago Sea Lanes Act and the Philippines Maritime Zones Act, asserting sovereignty while promoting the maritime economy. The Academic Recovery and Accessible Learning Act, the ARAL Act, bridging educational gaps for our youth. These are not just policies, they are commitments to a better, fairer, and stronger nation. Our nation is no longer a quiet observer. In the global arena, it is a leader. This February, the Philippines will host the Parliamentary Intelligence Security Forum, the PISF, where 96 countries will discuss and tackle the critical importance of mutual cooperation in confronting global security challenges, including counterterrorism financing, cybersecurity, and emerging technologies such as AI and 5G. In 2026, we will chair the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, and host the 47th IPA General Assembly. These are not mere diplomatic events, but opportunities to amplify our voice on regional stability and cooperation. The $100 billion in investments secured through state visits reflect international confidence in our nation's future. These investments will transform industries, generate employment, and push the Philippines toward a new era of prosperity. My dear colleagues, this is our moment to rise above partisan divisions and deliver for our people. Let history remember the 19th Congress not for its rhetoric, but for its resolve. Not for the titles we held, but for the lives we have uplifted. Let us legislate with empathy, govern with integrity, and lead with vision. Let us build a nation where every Filipino, no matter their station, feels the hand of government working for their benefit. And as I stand before you, I see not just colleagues, but partners in a shared mission to build a legacy worthy of the Filipino people's trust and sacrifices. To the Filipino people, I say this: your House of Representatives stands unwavering in its commitment to your dreams and your future. Together, we will ensure that no Filipino is left behind. Walang maiiwan. Sama-sama nating itutulak ang batas ng mag-aangat sa buhay ng bawat Pilipino. Let our work be a testament to what is possible when leaders serve with vision and compassion. Let this Congress be a shining example for generations to come. Again, maraming salamat sa inyo po. Mabuhay ang Republika ng Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang sambayanang Pilipinas.
Mr. Speaker,
Mr. Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session for a few minutes.
session suspended.